بسم الله
You talking to me,
الرحمن
sir?
الرحيم. I was talking to Layla. بسم الله
Okay.
الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وبعد. Inshallah, we'll continue from where we left off last week. So last week, just as a quick reminder, we finished off العوامل على الجملات الاسمية, the modifiers of the nominal sentence. Quick reminder, we have إن وأخواتها, we did that, كان وأخواتها, and ظنا أخواتها. So we completed that, and then we started off this next lesson, أقسام الاسم من حيث العدد, the classification of words, اسم الأسماء, with respect to numbers. With respect to numbers, and what we mean by that, by number here, is singular, dual, and plural. Singular is very straightforward. It's مرفوع with dhamma, mansoob with fatha, majroor with kasra. Now that's generally the case. There's exceptions, but we'll come to the exception at specific times. For example, al-mamnu min al-sarf is not like that, but we wouldn't talk about that right now. And then we talk about al-musanna. Al-musanna is dual, and it becomes musanna by adding alif and lam at the, alif and noon at the ending of the word. For example, rajulun becomes rajulani, imra'atun imra'atani, darsun darsani, kitabun kitabani, qalamun qalamani, baytun baytani. It's marfu' with dhamma, mansoob and majroor with ya. Assalamu alaikum. I'm not hearing you. So maybe your sound is off on your phone. Hold on a second. I can't hear you. Cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. I'm in the class right now. I'm in the class right now. Try connecting here on Zoom. Ane, can you call Abbas and help him troubleshoot it?
Okay, sure.
So al-musanna is marfu'un with alif, mansubun and majrurun with ya. And what it means is like هذان خصمان is marfu'. If we were to say نظرت إلى الخصمين, I looked at the two people disputing, we'll say الخصمين, like الزوجين. ومن كل شيء خلقنا زوجين. This is mansub with ya. And here majrur من القريتين. It's originally الزوجان and القريتان. So ومن كل شيء خلقنا زوجين. خلقنا is فعل ماض مبني على السكون والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره نحن. زوجين مفعول به منصوب بالياء. That's how we do i'rab here. And this would help you in the lesson that you were working on. منصوب بالياء. Are you guys hearing me? Anyone, are you hearing me?
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much. So زوجين is mansub, and it's mansub with ya. And then we say من القريتين وقالوا لولا نزل هذا القرآن على رجل من القريتين عظيم. Oh, I had changed the sentence. This ayah, excuse me, is originally على رجل من القريتين عظيم, but I had restructured it to show you the original structure, but forgot to fix it back at the ending. وقالوا لولا نزل هذا القرآن على رجل عظيم من القريتين. So we would say من حرف جر مبني على السكون منع من ظهوره اشتغال الحل من الفتحة لتخلص من التقاء الساكنين. That this noon is built on a sukun, but you cannot see it because the place is occupied by a fatha to eliminate two sukuns meeting. القريتين مجرور بالياء مثنى مجرور بالياء. And that's just a quick reminder. And let me fix back the sentence or the ayah. That's the original structure. Oh, so when you're looking at this, if you do the i'rab of the ayah by itself, you'll say على حرف جر رجل مجرور بالكسرة, because it's مفرد. See that مجرور بالكسرة. Here we say مجرور المفرد مجرور بالكسرة. Where is it? But then we will say من القريتين عظيم حرف جر ومجرور, and then عظيم, and we would say صفة رجل مؤخر. See that? So here, this is very interesting. We have the noun al-ism, and this is the sifa, this is the adjective. But there is actually, there are two words in between the sifa and the mawsuf, between the na'at and the man'ut. There are two words in between, and this is interesting structure of Quran. على رجل من القريتين عظيم. Al-jam'u, jama', we have three kinds of jumu'ah. There are three categories of plural. Jam'u al-mudhakkar salim, that's the easiest kind. Like al-mu'minu al-mu'minuna, al-naziru al-naziruna, al-jahilu al-jahiluna. It's marfu' with dhamma. It's mansub and majroor with ya. Huh? وارفع بواو وبيجرر وانصب سالم جمع عامر ومذنب وشبه ذين وبه 20 وبابه الحق والأهلون. Anyway, what that's saying here is that words like al-mu'minun would be marfu' with dhamma. The way we do i'rab of this, we say قد حرف التأكيد أفلح فعل ماض مبني على الفتحة والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره هو يرجع إلى الله, إلى لفظ الجلالة. لا أعوذ بالله. I messed up. That's all wrong. أفلح فعل ماض مبني على الفتحة والفاعل المؤمنون. المؤمنون فاعل مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة. So this is مرفوع بالضمة. قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة صفراء فاقع لونها تسر الناظرين. So we don't have to do i'rab of the entire sentence, but we do this part here. تسر الناظرين is also an additional sifa for the baqarah. It's an adjective, this sentence. تسر فعل مضارع مرفوع وعلامة الرفع ضمة على آخره. والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره هي ترجع إلى البقرة. تسر الناظرين. الناظرين مفعول به منصوب وعلامة النصب الياء. That's how we do this. علامة النصب is الياء. So are you all paying attention to the علامة of the i'rab here in the musanna, and in the jama is not the last letter. It's prior to the last letter. The noon is not the sign of i'rab. It's the waw before or the ya before the noon. Are you all paying attention to that? Here also we have قال أعوذ بالله أن أكون من الجاهلين. من حرف جر الجاهلين مجرور وعلامة الجر الياء الساكنة من الجاهلين. So the sign of jar is the ya and the ya. So we say it is marfu' and mansub. This is all wrong. It's a word that indicates three or more bases. It is marfu' with waw. And mansub and majroor with ya. Yeah, that got dragged in the wrong place. It is marfu' with waw and mansub and majroor with ya sakina. جمع المؤنث السالم. Now I'm just going through those quickly because we talked about them last week. If you need to ask me any questions, feel free to do so. جمع المؤنث السالم, the feminine plural or the sound feminine plural, the standard, the uniform, would probably, yeah, that's what I tried to say. The uniform feminine plural. It is a word that indicates three or more that is based on the feminine singular form of the word, then adding alif and ta at the ending of the singular to make it plural. For instance, صالحة الصالحات, الصالحة الصالحات, قانتات قانتة becomes قانتات, حافظة becomes حافظات. And then we have مسلمات مؤمنات قانتات تائبات عابدات سائحات ثيبات. And all of these المرسلات المرسلة المرسلات العاصفات الناشرات فالفارقات فالملقيات. All of these are feminine plural that are uniform. They have the alif and the ta at the end that makes them plural. It is marfu' with dhamma. So when it's marfu', like فالصالحات قانتات حافظات are all marfu'. So the way we do i'rab of this, we say fa حرف العطف, الصالحات مبتدأ مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة على آخره. فالصالحات قانتات is خبر مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة على آخره. فالصالحات قانتات, therefore the righteous women are obedient. حافظات خبر ثاني, حافظات للغيب بما حفظ الله is خبر ثاني. It's a second خبر. Let's mute unless you're talking. Yeah. Where is the song coming from? Yeah. 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 Unless you're talking and it's quiet on your side, just mute it, please. So did you all follow that? فَالصَّالِحَاتُ قَانِتَاتٌ حَافِظَاتٌ لِلْغَيْبِ. This is the mubtada, it's marfu, and the sign of raf is the dhamma. This is the khabar, it's marfu, and the sign of raf is dhamma. This is khabarun thanin, excuse me, second khabar, and it's marfu with dhamma. Excuse me. عسى ربه إن طلقكن أن يبدله أزواجا خيرا منكن مسلمات. عسى ربه, عسى is فعل ماض, ربه فاعل, إن طلقكن, إن حرف الشرط, طلقكن فعل شرطي, فعل ماض مبني على الفتحة, والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره هو, كن ضمير متصل مفعول به مبني على الفتحة في محل النصب. أن يبدله, أن مصدرية, يبدل فعل مضارع منصوب وعلامة النصب الفتحة. This is فعل مضارع, يبدل, to switch. And is مصدرية, it make it منصوب, but we'll come to that when we do verbs. Who أن يبدله مفعول به الأول مبني على الضمة في محل النصب. أزواجا مفعول ثان, this is مفعول به ثان, this is a second مفعول, and it's منصوب, and the sign of نصب is فتحة. خيرا صفة لأزواجا, خيرا better, وصفة تتبع الموصوف, it is منصوب. من كنا جار ومجرور, the كنا is ضمير متصل مجرور في محل الجر مبني على الفتحة من كنا مسلمات. مسلمات الصفة for أزواج. أزواجا مسلمات. And then مؤمنات is another صفة. قانتات تائبات عابدات سائحات سيبات are all صفات for أزواج, describing the spouses. So what this verse is saying, عسى ربه, it is possible that his Lord إن طلقكن, if he divorced you, kunna here, excuse me, is referring to the wives of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to substitute him. Substitute, yubdila, from al-badal, from the word abdala yubdilu, very similar to baddala yubaddilu. Azwajan, wives, khayran, better than you, min kunna. It is possible that his Lord, if he divorces you, that will substitute him with wives that are better than you. They will be Muslimat, wives who are Muslimatin, Muslims, women, Mu'minatin, believing women, Qanitatin, obedient women, Ta'ibatin, repentful women, Abidatin, worshippers, Sa'ihatin, that they spend the night worshiping, Sayyibat, meaning they were married before, Wa'abakaran, and virgins, meaning some of them would be married before and others would be virgins. So this is a threat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the wives of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. To understand, I don't want to talk about the tafsir of that because there's a lot to say. That's in Surah Al-Tahrim. So Muslimatin, let's just talk about this, is, who would say what the i'rab of Muslimat is? What's the position in the sentence? I mentioned it, but let's see if you will remember. It's a lot, it's kind of complex. It's sifa for azwaj. So azwaj is mansub, therefore Muslimatin is mansub. Muslimat is mansub. Mansubun bil kasra. Why? Because it's jama' al-mu'annath al-salim. Yeah. Jama' al-mu'annath al-salim is mansub with fatha. Excuse me, mansub with kasra. Mansub with kasra. So Muslimat is mansub because it's sifa for azwaj, and azwaj is mansub wa sifatu tatba'u al-mawsuf. Are you all following that, guys?
Hello? You mind explaining that one more time, Sheikh?
No, I wouldn't mind. So azwaj, azwajan is maf'ulun bihi for the verb yubdilu. It's the object. It's mansub. Alamatul nasb is the fatha. Ignore min kunna, khayran min kunna. That's a sifa. Mean better than you. For azwaj. Muslimat is another sifa for azwaj. وَالصِّفَةُ تَتْبَعُ الْمَوْصُوفِ في أربع, in four things. We studied that before. One of those things in al-i'rab. الصِّفَةُ تَتْبَعُ الْمَوْصُوف. The adjective follows the noun that it describes in four things. One of those four things is i'rab. So this is mansub, azwajan, therefore Muslimat is mansub also. But it's mansub with what? Come on, anybody? Anyone?
Kasra.
Mansub bil kasra. Why is it mansub bil kasra? Because it's jama' al-mu'annath al-salim is mansub and majroor with kasra. See that? You never find muslimatan. Originally, we were supposed to say azwajan khayran min kunna muslimatan, but that's not how the Arabic grammar works. Jama' al-mu'annath al-salim yunsabu bil kasra. It becomes mansub with kasra. And of course, the same with mu'minatin, qanitatin, ta'ibatin, عابدات سائحات ثيبات. But with Abakara, we didn't say wa Abakarin. Why? Because Abakara is not Jama al-Mu'annath al-Salim. It is not the uniform feminine plural. It is a broken plural. Abakaran, af'alan, on the pattern of af'al, which we will talk about here. Af'al. Abakar, from bikr. The word bikrun means virgin. Abakar, virgins. Wa abakaran, the way we will say this, wa abakaran, صفة لأزواج. أزواجا أبكارا. منصوب, and this is منصوب. وعلامة النصب الفتحة. Why is it different from this? Because this is جمع المؤنث السالم. This is not جمع المؤنث السالم. Did you all follow that? The lesson to understand here, let me go back and simplify things, is, excuse me, when we're learning al-mufrad wal-muthanna and al-jama', we're not only learning the patterns for the muthanna and the jama', but we're learning the i'rab at the same time. So we're learning two things. We're learning the pattern, and we're learning how to do i'rab of those patterns. For jama' al-mudhakkar al-salim, easy. Al-mu'minuna, al-mu'minina, al-mu'minina. See that? Marfu'un with waw, majrurun, and mansub with ya. Jama' al-mu'annath al-salim, marfu'un bid-dhamma, mansubun wa majrur bil-kasra. Wal-mursalat urfa. Who do i'rab of wal-mursalat urfa? Who do i'rab of that? Surah al-Mursalat. وَالْمُرْسَلَاتِ عُرْفًا فَالْعَاصِفَاتِ عَصْفًا وَالنَّاشِرَاتِ نَشْرًا فَالْفَارِقَاتِ فَرْقًا فَالْمُلْقِيَاتِ ذِكْرًا. Okay.
والمرسلات وحرف القسم.
Very good. No.
المرسلات
Actually we say واو القسم.
واو القسم. أيوة.
واو القسم.
واو القسم.
Yeah. Because واو is مضاف,
أيوة.
القسم is مضاف إليه.
أيوة.
And the i'rab of the واو?
I thought it was واو العطف.
Nope. Here,
لا.
here Layla, it's not واو العطف. This is واو القسم. So واو has many meanings. In Arabic language, واو is used for many meanings. The most popular is واو العطف. Here it's واو القسم. Allah is swearing. While al-mursalat, he swears by al-mursalat. Continue, Nasser. While mursalat.
المرسلات مبتدأ.
لا لا المقسم به. You can say مبتدأ.
أيوة.
No, this is different. Really, we don't say that. We don't say مبتدأ here.
Okay. المقسم به مرفوع.
Because listen. This واو has the meaning of a verb.
أيوة.
So this واو actually means أقسم. أقسم به. أقسم بالمرسلات.
Okay. إذن المرسلات مجرور
بالقسم, بواو القسم.
نعم بواو القسم.
قسم بفتحة. فتحة on the scene.
أيوة.
قسم. القسم, let me write that down so you can see it. You put a fatha on the qaf, fatha on the scene, and you'll put a kasra because you say wow al-qasam, and wow al-qasami. Wow is mudaf and al-qasami is mudafun ilayh. Because now we say the name, right? We spell out wow. We don't say just the wow. Wow al-qasami. This is the wow of swearing. What it really means is uqsimu bi.
No.
I swear by. So it
Mhm.
has the meaning of a verb. It has the meaning of a verb. And the ba that is mafhum is what makes this ta majroor. It's what makes it majroor. But we don't normally say all of that. The way you would do the i'rab is as follows. واو القسم مبني على الفتحة المرسلات المقسم به مجرور بواو القسم وعلامة الجر الكسرة. علامة الجر الكسرة. Remember, this is جمع المؤنث السالم. It's مجرور with كسرة. It's also منصوب with كسرة. عرف is مفعول من أجله. مفعول من أجله. Or you can say حال if you wish. عرف is the reason why they were sent. What is meant by al-mursalat, the scholars have two opinions, that it's referring to the winds or it's referring to the angels. فالعاصفات, here we say the fa is حرف العطف. فالعاصفات عصفا. العاصفات is the winds that blow very strong. Or you can say the angels that blow the wind or move the wind. And this fa here is حرف العطف, and العاصفات is معطوف على المرسلات. Therefore, it's one of the four followers. Remember, المعطوف يتبع المعطوف عليه في الإعراب. So we say فالعاصفات. This is مجرور because it is conjuncted. I don't know if that's a proper English word. So a word that is مجرور. والناشرات, you can go both ways. Now here, this waw, we can say it's waw al-qasam and it's a new swear, or we can say it's harf al-atf, and then we can say an-nashirat is ma'tufun ala al-mursalat. Are you following that? An-nashirat means to spread. One nashirati nashra, that they spread the rain and the seeds and whatever they blow. One nashirati nashra. So we can start again and say waw al-qasam and an-nashirat majrurun bi waw al-qasam, or we can say waw al-atf and it's ma'tufun ala al-mursalat. So Allah is saying, I swear by al-mursalat and al-asifat and al-nashirat, or I swear by al-mursalat and al-asifat, and then I swear by al-nashirat, then al-fariqat, then al-mulqiyat. So all we need from this lesson, the objective of this lesson, is just to tell us al-mursalat جمع المؤنث السالم مجرور وعلامة الجر الكسرة على آخره. The same for العاصفات الناشرات الفارقات and الملقيات. They are all مجرور بالكسرة because they're جمع مؤنث السالم. جمع المؤنث السالم. So that's المفرد. Just quick reminder. مرفوع بالضمة منصوب بالفتحة مجرور بالكسرة. المثنى مرفوع بالألف مجرور ومنصوب منصوب ومجرور بالياء. جمع المذكر السالم مرفوع بالواو and منصوب and مجرور بالياء. جمع المؤنث السالم مرفوع بالضمة منصوب ومجرور بالياء. And the lesson in which you were looking at حالات الإعراب was what was confusing you, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not the last letter you're looking at. إعراب is not only on the last letter. إعراب has to do with what kind of a word it is. See that?
Yeah.
So the إعراب for المثنى, for dual, إعراب for جمع المذكر السالم, and إعراب for مؤنث. إعراب for المثنى and جمع المذكر السالم is before the ending noon. The letter before the ending noon, not on the noon itself. And Jam' al-Mu'annath al-Salim, of course, it's on the ta. Jumu'u taksir. Jumu'u mean plurals. At-taksir means broken. Jumu'u taksir, from the word kassara yukassiru taksiran, to break. What does it mean, broken? It means it doesn't follow the pattern of al-muslimuna, al-mu'minuna, al-qanituna, al-naziruna, al-jahiluna. It doesn't follow those patterns. It's a broken pattern. So it's not the salim. Salim means it's sound, it's uniform. Jumu'ah taksir means it follows a broken pattern. It's different. How many broken patterns are there? There's a ton of them. Here I mentioned 21 of them. They are words, that's Jumu'ah taksir. They are words that indicate 3 or more, that the singular form of the words are changed. Forms, the singular forms of the words are changed when forming the plural. So if you look at the word al-mu'minuna, you can still see the singular al-mu'minu. See that? When you form it, you still see the singular there. Are you there with me, people? Yeah, the singular form still exists. But when you take Jam' taksir, the singular form of the word doesn't exist anymore. It's broken up. So broken plurals are 21 patterns. 4 are called Jumu'ul Qilla. These are words between 3 and 10. What does it mean between 3 and 10? Arabic is so detailed. It's so precise. Yeah, Arabic is so precise that if it is the number that you are counting is between 3 and 10, we consider it a plural that is a small number. It's less than 10. See that? It's or 10 and less. So we would use Jam' taksir lil qilla. We would use the plural for qilla. Qilla means a small number. Whereas if it's more than 10, we use Jumu'u al-kasra, Jumu'u al-kasra. There are 17 patterns for when the number of things that you count in are more than 10. Let me give you an example. So if we look here in this verse that says, it is possible that his Lord, if he was to divorce you, would switch for him or substitute for him wives better than you that are Muslimat, Mu'minat, Qanitat, Ta'ibat, Abidat, Sa'ihat, Tayyibat, and Abikara. Abikara is what we call Jam'u al-Qilla. Abikara, and the pattern of Af'al, means Jam'u al-Qilla. So we know that Allah was talking about less than 10 virgin wives for the Prophet ﷺ. And by the way, it only happened that he had one wife that was virgin when he married her. The 4 patterns that are, I want to simplify this for you. You don't have to memorize the 21 patterns. You don't have to memorize any of them. That's not the objective of this lesson. The objective of this lesson is to let you know that they exist. If you can remember some of them, that's cool. But these here, as you learn them in Quran or in Arabic language, you're going to memorize them one by one. I am listing them here for you to be aware of their existence and understand how to do i'rab of them. Not with the intention that you try to memorize 21 patterns for the broken plural. Jumu'ul Qilla, 4 patterns. Af'ulun wa af'alun wa af'ilatun wa fi'alatun. What does that mean? That means that the pattern of the plural will be on one of these. For example, for af'ul. So I give you examples for each of them. Af'ul. Allah says, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. And amongst his signs is that he created for you from yourselves spouses. Or in this case, wives. Why? Because what is meant from you is from the male. Anfus. What is the singular of anfus? Anfus is nafs, nafsun. So if we were to look at this, I'll just go ahead and type this at the side here. Nafsun. If you look at the word nafsun, in the plural, which is anfus, do you still see the word nafs in its original form? No, you don't. You do not. So the word nafs does not remain. So therefore, we call this jam'u taksir. So it's not like nafsun and nafsuna. Are you following me? Or nafsatun. It doesn't have a uniform. It doesn't follow the pattern of una or atun for masculine or feminine. Therefore, we say anfus is jam'u taksir. But it refers to between 3 and 10. It's what we call jam'u al-qilla. So anfus, we would say, is jam'u nafs on the pattern of af'ul. You don't have to do that in the i'rab. That's just for you to know. And here it is majrurun with kasra. Majrurun with kasra. It would be marfuun with dhamma, majrurun with kasra, and mansubun bil fatha. Af'alun. Example of this is ahya'an wa amwata. Ahya'an wa amwatan. Ahya'un, af'alun, amwatun. The plural, the singular of ahya is what?
Hayata.
Hayyun.
Al-hay. Oh,
Hayyun.
hay.
Yeah. Hayyun. Hayyun means alive.
Yeah, hay.
Hayyun is the singular of ahya. Amwat, the singular of it is mayyit. Mayyitun. Mayyitun. So hayyun ahya'un. Mayyitun amwatun. So ahya and amwat are both on the pattern of af'al. Af'ilatun. واختلاف ألسنتكم. Alsinatun. What's the singular? Huh? Lisan. Lisan is singular. So li, sa, nun. The plural is alsinatun. فعلة إذ أوى الفتية إلى الكهف فقالوا. Fitya. What's the singular? Huh? Fata. 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 So fata is singular, al-fityatu is plural. Now this this makes English look real easy, right? We just slap on an S most of the time at the ending of a word. And once in a while you have some difficult plurals in English, but generally you have an S at the end. Book, books. House, houses. No, that's different. Cup, cups. Man, man. So we do have some broken plurals in English, right? Woman, women, fish, fishes. So all you have to remember here is that there are patterns for plural that follow the Jam' al-Mudhakkar al-Salim, where you can still see the singular, and many of them you do not. Or the feminine word, you can still see the singular, qanitatun or qanitatun. But there are many of them that you don't see the singular anymore. They're broken patterns. So those are 4 of them with examples. We have here 17 of them. I'll just read them real quickly. You really don't have to remember them. We have fu'alun, for example, akhdaru khadra'u. Fu'alun, khudrun. Khudrun is plural. Sarirun, sururun. Amudun, umudun. غرفة فعل غرف فعل قطعة قطع فعلة قاض قضاة. The lam has been changed to alif. فعلة ساحر وسحر قاتل وقتل. سحر is the plural of ساحر. مرضى فعل مريض مرضى. فعلة قردة قرد. فعال راكع ركع وسجدا. ركعا وسجدا يبتغون فضلا من ربهم ورضوانا. Where? Oh, this is in Surah, the ending of Surah Al-Fath. تراهم ركعا سجدا, plural of راكع and ساجد. فعال كاتب كتاب is the plural. فعال like جبل and جبال. رقبة ورقاب. وظل وظلال. فعول قلب وقلوب. فعلان غلام وغلمان. فعلان ذكر وذكران. فعلاء شركاء. علماء from شارك وعالم. أفعلاء نبي وأنبياء. أنبياء is on the plural of أفعلاء. شديد أشداء على الكفار. رحماء. رحماء would be on the same pattern as فعلاء. So here we mentioned from 1 through 16 patterns of broken plural that are jumu' al-kasra. The 17th has many patterns of its own. So the 17th pattern is a group of patterns actually. صيغة منتهى الجموع. صيغة منتهى الجموع. This means that they follow a pattern where you have an alif. And at least after the alif, there's at least 2 letters or 3 additional letters. مفاعيل مفاعيل فعاليل فعاليل أفاعيل أفاعيل تفاعيل تفاعيل. For example, مسجد مساجد. مفتاح مفاتيح. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب. The Quran used it without the ya because that was the plural of maftah. فعاليل درهم ودراهم. فعاليل قرطاس وقراطيس. قراطيس is used in the Quran. أفاعيل أصبع وأصابع. أفاعيل أسلوب وأساليب. تجربة تجارب. تسبيح تسابيح. Now, how do you know which pattern to use for a word to make it plural? It's by, there are certain rules that you would follow, but generally you would learn it word by word. You learn words and you learn their plural. For example, if you say rajulun, you would learn that Rajulun is on the pattern of, the plural is on the pattern of rijalun. Rijalun, fi'alun, rajulun wa rijalun. Qalamun, aqlamun. Aqlamun would be aqlamun. It would be on what pattern? Aqlam, af'al. Aqlamun. Yes. Af'alun. So you learn the pattern of the plural for a singular word by memorizing it. And this comes about with this practice. What you have to remember from this lesson is as follows. So there are 3 states of the word so far as number is concerned: singular, plural, dual and plural. Al-mufradu, wal-muthanna, and al-jama. The mufrad word, the singular, you memorize it. Al-muthanna, you add alif and lam. Alif and noon, excuse me. When it's mansub, you turn the alif into a ya. When it's majroor, the alif into a ya. When it's plural, there are 3 kinds of plural. Jama al-mudhakkar salim, the sound or uniform male plural, like al-mu'minu al-mu'minuna, al-muslimu al-muslimuna, al-abidu al-abiduna, at-taibu at-taibuna, al-naziru al-naziruna, al-jahilu al-jahiluna. That's, you add waw and noon. It's marfu' with waw, it's majrurun with ya, mansubun with ya, and majrurun with ya. That's what you remember. Jama al-mu'annath salim is a feminine word that becomes plural by adding alif and ta. It's marfu'un with dhamma and mansubun and majrurun with kasra. Jumu' taksir, there are plenty of them. All you have to remember is that they don't follow a uniform pattern. They are broken patterns. You will memorize each one as you learn them. So if you were to ask me a word, just throw a word out there. Throw a word.
Kitab.
So the plural of kitab is kutubun. Kitab, the plural is fu'ulun. See that? Kitab, how do I know that? You just memorize it. Fu'ulun. See that? It's this pattern, kutubun. How did I know that? Because kutubun is something you use all the time. That's how you memorize. That's how you learn it. Kitabun wa kutubun. Ghurfatun, room. Ghurafun. So instead of fu'ulun, it's fu'alun. How do I know that? Because you just memorize it. You learn it. Ghurafun. Yeah. Qita'atun, qita'un. Qita'atun, which means a piece of something. Qita'atun or qita'un. You just know it. You just memorize it. So the patterns, you just have to memorize them. I don't expect you, and you shouldn't even worry about it, to memorize these broken patterns. If you want, read them. When you come across them, we'll remind you of them, inshallah. Here, what's going to happen as we go through. Let me grab a quick surah here. If we grab a surah, let's say Suratul Fatiha. See if there's any plural in there. Let me close this. Give me 1 second. There's no plural there. Al-Baqarah. Al-Muflihun. So here, Al-Muflihun is plural. So I'm just looking for plural words. Plural asma. So what would we say? If I ask you what's the structure of this word, we would say Jam'u al-Mudhakkar salim, plural. Jam'u al-Mudhakkar salim, the singular is muflihu. The plural is, you add waw and noon, muflihuna. Okay, let's look for qulub. Qulub is plural. Qulubihim. What's the singular? Qalbun. What's this pattern? Fu'ulun. So if we go back here and look, fu'ulun. And we actually use qalbun wa qulubun here as the example. Qalbun wa qulubun on the pattern of fu'ulun. So the point is that you learn them each one by themselves. Absar on the pattern of af'al, the singular is basarun. Basarun, vision. Absarun is plural. So that would be on the pattern of af'al. Here. Ahya, absar, af'alun, absarun. That's that pattern. So what I'm trying to say here is, as we're doing the tafsir of Quran, when we will do a linguistic tafsir, the objective of learning these rules is that when we come to the Quran and we're doing Arabic grammar, we will do sarf at the same time. We will come across the word absar. I'll tell you the singular is basar and the plural is absar on the pattern of af'al. And at that point, we will be reminded. قلوبهم مصلحون جمع المذكر السالم المفسدون جمع المذكر السالم سفهاء is plural. It's singular of as-safihu. As-safihu. Safihun as-sufaha'u, which is on the pattern of fu'ala. This is this pattern here. Shuraka, sharikun, shuraka, alimun, ulama, safihun, sufaha. So how do we know that? You just memorize it, you just learn it. Safihun, sufaha. Like that. And then we have mustahzi'una, jam'u al-mudhakkar al-salim. Mustahzi'u, al-mustahzi'una. Shayatin, shayatinihim. Fa'alil, fa'alil. This is from shaytanun, shayatinu. So, yeah, we will come across, when we come across them, we will just mention the pattern that they're on and you memorize them. Yes, sir.
Yeah, in 5 minutes, Salatul Maghrib.
Inshallah. So we can stop here. That is pretty much the ending of singular, dual, and plural, and that's all you have to remember. So to summarize this real briefly, and I'll just say it in English, words are singular, dual, and plural in Arabic language. Singular is easy. Dual, you just add alif and noon at the ending, and then you learn the i'rab. And jama' al-mudhakkar, jama', there are three kinds: al-mudhakkar salim, al-mu'annath salim, and jama' taksir. And yeah, you learn the patterns for jama' taksir. We'll stop here, and inshallah we'll do al-asma'ul khamsa after that. Any questions? We'll stop here.